Lucky Boys Podcast.
When you first get introduced to pasta, you're like, wow, this is pretty damn good. The sauce, the noodles, all this, very good. Then you start going to other places. Then you have something that's al dente. You're like, okay, now I can't have noodles unless it's al dente anymore. I can't have soggy noodles or overcooked noodles anymore. I can't touch that.
Right.
And then you go another level where Italian mother cooks it for you. And you go, now I can't even, I can't even go to any other restaurant anymore because the way you make it, it's so like, what the heck?
There's no point anymore. I'm just coming over.
Yeah, it's like, so you can't even have it. So
once you try the real thing, then
it's like when you mentioned you went to Japan.
Yeah.
When you had ramen sushi here, and then when you went to Japan, it blew your mind.
Destroyed it for me. I love ramen. I love Japanese food, right? I love ramen. I love sushi. Omakase, I'm always down for that.
Yeah.
And we went to Japan, me and my buddy, and we just started going crazy over there, and I could not believe how amazing it was. Like, I did not get sick of the food. I thought I would get sick of it after a week. Did not. I just kept on ripping through as much Japanese food as I can because it was just amazing, right? From the barbecue, Japanese barbecue to, I mean, they just have so many different types of food within their street food too. Is amazing in Osaka. I came back here. My friends went to a Japanese restaurant. I just couldn't even look at it. It looked like child's play. Like they just couldn't. Sure. Yeah, it's like it looked like fast food Japanese food. It just didn't feel right eating it. Sure. And I couldn't eat Japanese food for a full year after coming back from Japan. I could not eat Japanese food for a full year. Not because I was some snob. It's just because it just messed it up for me so much that every time I tasted it, I just didn't enjoy it. It didn't make food's supposed to make you happy,
right?
And it just didn't make me happy. I just didn't feel it. You know, I had to eat everything else but that.
It became a chore.
Not a chore.
You're not the first person to tell me that. I've heard that a few times before. Visited Japan and came here, and they couldn't look at sushi or ramen the same way anymore. They couldn't even try. The quality was just on a completely different level, and it changed everything completely for them. I've heard Japan has really good pizza though.
Pizza?
It's out of the blue, but I've heard they have like one of the best pizza in the world, aside from like Italy. And I found it really surprising.
That is surprising.
So that's another. I guess.
Did you try that
for my third trip? I will.
Okay.
I'm always looking for an excuse to go to Japan.
Where's there a certain spot you recommend? Like, because
I've never been there. Yeah. It's just what I keep hearing. And I think Netflix did an episode on it as well. One of those food, shows. So
I gotta check this out.
Man. Yeah.
Japanese pizza. Is it traditional? Do they have like the red sauce and?
I think it's a little bit different. Or? I think it's a little different. I'm not quite sure how, but it's they put their own spin on it, and it comes out great. And they even use like a brick oven, I believe, or a wood fire
I love
oven.
Brick oven. I had something like that when I went to Greece.
Okay,
and it was amazing.
Such a big difference, right?
Amazing, yeah. And the way they did it, they made it so thin but crispy, and it didn't fall apart.
Yes,
they found the right ratio of cheese, sauce, toppings, where you can hold and dough, where it's not doughy, and you can hold it and it just holds in place. But then when you eat it, the flavors, you can taste the seed. It's just everything together. It just made me go, oh my! Maybe I could taste the sea because I was sitting on top of the way Greece is, like the hills, and you can see the water. It's just gorgeous in Greece. I love Greece.
Do you know what the difference is from a brick oven and a gas oven, like a traditional gas oven in pizzerias? Well,
the flavor palette, right? They have the brick oven. It's gonna expose it to that. I guess that type of essence.
Sure.
Right?
Is it very similar to like barbecue? Like you have the charcoal versus the gas grill.
I can't. I mean, what I was gonna say is a brick oven heats up much faster, so you cook your pizza much faster. Your toppings get crispier, and you get just a better texture, in my opinion. Right. But it's such a pain to clean and to maintain compared to.
But it tastes better than something that's
in
an oven, and that makes sense. By cooking something in high heat,
right?
It does change the food.
It doesn't dry out, and it's. There's not too many brick oven pizzerias in New York City anymore. But back in the day, I think there were a few more.
I mean, there's still a couple out in Williamsburg.
Like
and-
Lombardi's, Grimaldi's,
Yeah,
those
the old ones.
yeah, the older ones.
But
yeah.
the newer pizzerias, they just.
Well,
it's
why
mostly
is
gas.
that?
Well, the brick ovens are very, very difficult to construct and to clean. Like, I think back in the day, you would need a person to to squeeze in there just to clean like the inner portion of it. It's like, no, not too many people want to do that. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah,
I believe
and
a
now-
gas oven.
And now it's like about volume, right? You're trying to
Yes.
push out as many pizzas as
right.
possible.
It's not about the quality anymore.
Right.